Ubisoft cancels 3 unannounced projects, Skull and Bones, delayed yet again. Skull and Bones is the first video game led by developer Ubisoft Singapore, which drew inspiration from the naval battles of Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. The game began development in 2013, being initially envisioned as an expansion of Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, then an MMO spin-off title under the name Black Flag Infinite. It was then spun off as an independent project, in part due to its initial technology becoming outdated. According to a Kotaku report, the game has undergone multiple changes in direction and scope during development, exceeding its budget multiple times. Initially set in the Caribbean, it was moved to the fantastical Hyperborea, then finally the Indian Ocean. Gameplay was redesigned multiple times, focusing variously on naval exploration and ship-to-ship combat, before both were scrapped in favor of land-based survival elements inspired by games like Rust. Developers contacted by journalist Ethan Gach attributed these difficulties to conflicting ideas, management issues, and lack of consistent direction. The project reportedly cost Ubisoft more than $120 million. It was revealed during Ubisoft's press conference at E3 2017. It was confirmed for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, with enhancements for PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One X. Alongside the game, Ubisoft Singapore announced the Keepers of the Code program, designed to allow players to aid in the fine-tuning of its live service aspects. Originally set to be released in Q3/Q4 2018, the game was later delayed into 2019, and again to sometime after March 2020. On a call with investors in October 2019, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot confirmed that the game had been pushed back to at least the April 2021 to March 2022 fiscal year. In September 2020, it was revealed that, while development was continuing, a new vision for the game had emerged, which resulted in the release delays as more development time was needed. As well, it was stated that additional Ubisoft studios, such as Ubisoft Berlin, were co-developing the game alongside Ubisoft Singapore. In May 2021, Ubisoft announced a subsequent delay to the April 2022 to March 2023 fiscal year. In July 2022, the company revealed a November 8 release date for the game. In September 2022, Ubisoft announced that the release was pushed back to March 9, 2023. In January 2023, Ubisoft delayed the game for the sixth time due to recent launches underperforming and now had an undetermined release date in the 2023 to 2024 fiscal year. Although they released new footage for the game, it has yet to be released. The holiday season, which usually sees major business for Ubisoft, was a surprisingly slower period for the company, and as a result, it'll be focusing more of its efforts on building its current brands and live service titles. As a consequence, we have decided to cancel 3 unannounced projects, on top of the 4 already announced in July 2022, Ubisoft said. We are clearly disappointed by our recent performance, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot said. We are facing contrasted market dynamics as the industry continues to shift towards megabrands and everlasting live games, in the context of worsening economic conditions affecting consumer spending. Despite excellent ratings and players' reception as well as an ambitious marketing plan, we were surprised by Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope underperformance in the final weeks of 2022 and early January. Just Dance 2023 underperformed as well. Ubisoft has revised its Q3 2022-23 net bookings target, which it now expects to reach approximately $779 million versus its prior target of approximately $831 million. Skull and Bones, which has been delayed several times since it was first revealed and was due to set sail on March 9, will be released in the 2024 fiscal year, which spans April 1, 2023 to March 31, 2024. The game will have an upcoming beta phase before it launches, and Ubisoft believes that this will lead to a much more polished and balanced experience.